You are watching GPTV, the most informative channel. This is Art and Crafts.
Hi, what's up? How are you doing today? My name is Wamboi Wambogo. We have an exciting show lined up for you here at GPTV, Gashir Prestige TV, and we'll be talking about music today. So first of all, let me say hi to you. So I have a very special guest on studio with me today. He is an incredible musician. What else would I say about him? This is the only guy whose status I happen to have his number. So he's the only person whose status I view religiously. Like all of them. And there are like 20 of them. And I'm very patient to see because he has just this amazing brains. He's a jazz trumpeter, and he is also a music director, the best that they can ever be around here. His name is Jeff. So would you help me welcome my guest, Jeff? Karibu sana, Mr. Jeff.
Asante.
How are you feeling that you're here this afternoon?
Fantastic.
Fantastic. Great.
Yeah,
would you say hi to our viewers and tell us something about yourself?
Yes. Hi, everyone.
Hi,
this
Jeff.
is a trumpet player, Emeri Jafar. I know most of you know me by the name Jeff. Yeah, but Emeri Jafar are my full names. Yes. Thank you for having me here.
You're welcome. You're very much welcome. Would you tell us a little bit about, who you are as a musician, the measure of who you are as a musician? I cannot be able to describe. So would you just give us a
Well, Emeri Jafar, or Jeff, is a trumpet player who is from Uganda, from a place called Kayunga district. My musical journey started back in 2009 when I was 13 years old. I was in primary 5, that's class 5 here, right? When I joined a brass band, or many people know it as marching band, from my neighboring secondary school. I joined them in 2009, and I played music with them. So I thank the director of that school that he gave me the opportunity, to join them, because it's rare to find someone from the primary school, associating with, people from the secondary, level. Yeah, it was a good moment for me to join them.
Okay, what do you think he saw in you that made him like invite you to play with way older musicians than you?
I think I was this young boy who was so much interested in learning, in knowing music.
Yeah.
In learning music, and first of all, back in my primary school, we used to have marching bands coming during closing days. So I used to see instruments, things that I don't understand, but I could feel like, this is the kind of music that, that's not common. Actually, we used to think maybe those guys who play, such instruments are from other countries. They're brought in, but
aliens.
Aliens.
Okay.
So I was so much interested in that stuff.
Yeah.
And, fortunately enough, my neighboring school, secondary school, that's in year 2009, they brought instruments there, so I had to join them. Yeah.
Great. And so how has that transition from that time when you were a small boy, singing with the marching band, and I would think you would do parades as well?
Yes.
So how has that journey been from that time to who you are right now as a an established jazz trumpeter and actually playing in Kenya from Uganda?
Well, when I joined the brass band, until I also joined after my primary level, I think I was a bit somehow well conversant with the brass band, so I got a scholarship in the same secondary school. So I joined in Form 1, and I was a drum major. They are called drum majors. People who lead marching band with that big stick. It's called.
Ish.
It's called. It's called a mess.
Okay, those guys who hold like a thing and then they're doing this.
Yes.
Wow.
So I was an instructor by then, and I developed interest for trumpet, trombone, saxophone. So I learned those instruments slowly by slowly, because I don't play trumpet only. I play all the wind instruments in marching band.
Beautiful.
Yeah, so it was a good moment with the brass band. In the year 2015, I became a trainer in that same school. It was an organization within the school. So I became a trainer. So we used to play marching band, and again there was another project that was introduced about culture music. So we could do culture dances, folk songs, whatever. Yes, so until 2016, that's when I realized now I'm much okay with brass band. I think this is the time I try something else. So by that time I joined, I developed interest for jazz after looking up to people like Isaiah Katuma, the saxophone player in my country, Uganda. So I was so much interested in jazz. I loved jazz. I started listening to jazz, and then I got opened up to to some music genres that I didn't know. So I started listening to some good records from those jazz maestros from USA, whatever.
Across the globe.
Yeah, across the globe.
Okay.
So it opened up my mind.
Yeah.
I realized jazz is an incredible thing. So I started playing jazz. I started teaching myself because I didn't have a teacher, someone to teach me jazz. So I started listening to music. Mostly I was playing by ear.
Okay.
So that's how it was by 2016. That's how my musical journey started.
Interesting. And then you transitioned now to play, to work with artists here in Kenya, and how has that been?
Well, it has been fantastic.
Yeah.
Playing music here in Kenya.
Yeah.
I think Kenya has a great platform for jazz musicians, especially here in East Africa. Here in East Africa, I can call Kenya as a center of jazz.
Oh, really? Interesting.
Like if like in USA, people see New York as a center of jazz.
Okay.
But I think jazz here in Kenya is somehow on another level.
Yeah.
Back to other countries around East Africa.
Okay.
Yes.
I think events like Safaricom Jazz have really done a great job in putting, jazz in the mainstream sort of music.
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Interesting. Okay, great. So I don't know, just before we continue so much, I want us to hear you play something, and then we can know what we're talking about.
Yes.
Some of us, we have to hear before we believe. So Jeff is actually an incredible trumpeter. I've had him play, so I want him to play something for us. Yeah, we'll do that after the break. See you.
You are watching GPTV, the most informative channel. This is Art and Crafts.
So, welcome back. Jeff, what would you like to play for us?
It is a fantastic song.
Yeah.
It's called A Woman's Worth. I think this is a special song, and I dedicate this song to women out there. And also a fantastic woman with me in the studio right here.
Oh,
Yes. So
great. Thank you. I can hold this for you. Wow. High five. Us guys have sanitized, you know. We're good. That's really beautiful. I really love the sound of it.
Thank you.
Yeah. So tell us, how did your parents, you know, just take the whole issue of you saying, you know, I want to do music, I want to be a musician? How did that all go with them?
Well, it was a tough time with
Yeah.
my parents. I think this is a major challenge in Africa. That I think parents, mainly parents, like in this generation, some of them know this, but others don't know. Like it was tough for me because I was still in primary by then, and when also I joined secondary, it was really a tough time with the parents. You know, they think music. Some of our parents, you know, some parents think music is someone who doesn't have a way forward. You know,
Oh, okay.
someone who is failed. You know, that's the only option they have.
Last option.
Yes.
Wow. Okay. That sounds. But is it in Africa, or you know, it's just across? Do you think other maybe continents have a better understanding of music, or I think it's a worldwide problem? Maybe.
I don't think so. I don't think so.
Really?
I think, that problem is majorly here in Africa.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
If someone out there comes from some deep, you know, villages, can understand.
Really?
Yes.
Okay, from the deep villages.
Can understand.
But honestly, yeah, I agree with you, because I know it's a big problem where maybe your parents expect you to be a certain way. They want you to pursue medicine or law or any other, you know, career that looks more promising and more serious, basically. So how do they take it now that, you know, you just seriously pursued music and
They're happy.
they're happy?
You know, I think parents are always happy after seeing, you know, the outcome.
Okay.
You know.
Before the outcome,
Yeah.
no.
You know, some of our parents,
Yeah.
even if you can ask a parent, Mom, I want to do this.
Yeah.
You know, first of all, the first question always that they ask is, will it bring money? You know. So if it can't bring money, you know, I think it doesn't make sense for them. But after seeing the outcome,
The money.
the money.
The outcome is equals the money.
Yeah.
Interesting. Yeah, but I was looking at it in this way that we always get objection in many things that we want to do in life, but once you show people that you're serious about what you want to do, then they become more receptive, and they can accommodate the idea, you know, more readily than if you don't look serious, you know, in anything basically, even though it's something that looks very lucrative, like I want to start this business, and they think it's an incredible idea, but before they see your seriousness, you know, they might not support it.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So you're excited about what you're doing?
I'm so much excited.
Yeah.
You know, as long as you take it, you know, as part of your life.
Yeah.
Is loving what you do.
Yeah.
You know, it's all about loving what you do. Like I love playing my trumpet. Mostly people find me whenever. Sometimes I think I almost move with my trumpet and, you know, everywhere.
Yeah, let me tell you a story. This guy, I know him a little bit because he used to live close to my house somehow until akaomoka. So like, you know, before I understood what's happening, you know, I always used to wake up to very, very nice music. Okay, not wake up to, because it used to be around 9, you know. But you know, in the morning when I'm going about doing my stuff, I always used to hear like really nice music, and I'm like, what's that? And then I came to realize there's this person who actually plays the trumpet, and that was Jeff, practicing every morning without fail. So I think you have to have some sort of discipline that, you know, is just on another level for you to be a musician.
Yeah, discipline is the first thing.
Yeah.
Without discipline, you can't achieve what you want.
Yeah.
Discipline, you know, hard work. You know, practice is, you have really to practice hard for you to achieve what you want.
Yeah.
If you need a specific sound, like the way I play trumpet is not the same way another person will play trumpet, will sound different. And sounding different means the hard work. You know.
Oh wow. Okay.
The effort you put in is different.
Yeah. I see. Okay, great. So what else would you tell someone who maybe is looking at you and is like, wow, I think I would also like to pursue music? What would you tell that person?
Well, first of all, it's a passion. It's about passion, you know. If you love it, you can do it. If you don't love it, you can't do it. So, hard work.
Yeah.
If you want to sound good, you know, excellence is a repetition. You want to sound good, give it all your time. You know, you want to be good at something, you do it all the time. You want to be a good fisherman?
Fish all the time?
All the time.
So you'll finish the fish in the sea?
Yes. That shows that you're...
I see. So what are some of the challenges that you know, maybe, it's a very common question, but I think it's very important for us to talk about it, because in music, it's very essential. What are some of the challenges you've faced, you know, doing music even here in Kenya and just all through your musical journey?
The first challenge, I think, is a general challenge. That's lack of finances. Like mostly, okay, I can call it resources, not finances only.
It could be people resources.
You know, but lack of resources, you see. A lot of musicians have good work out there that hasn't come to a scene, you know, that's not out because they don't have the resources. I think that's one of the challenge. And two, if you don't have good people around you, you know, it can also make you not being so much focused, and you can't achieve what you want. Okay,
you mean in terms of the company you keep, or do you mean in terms of fellow instrumentalists?
Okay, both. I think fellow instrumentalists and the company, you know, around you. Even people who are not musical. But they should be, I think, focused people around you.
Yeah. So let's talk a little bit about money, because, you know, money really makes the world go round, you know. So there's this trend where I see people inviting musicians to do, you know, shows for them or gigs for them, and they just be like, the Lord bless you, you know, or like, you know, wanataka tu ubarikiwe na Mungu, lakini maybe you don't even have fare to go back home. You know, do you ever experience things like those, and what do you think about it?
Well, I used to experience such things.
Used to?
I used to.
Okay.
But you have to look at time.
Yeah.
You know, setting your standard is so paramount. You have to set your standard in everything. So, and you set your standard according to the challenges that you've been facing.
Okay.
You're like, I don't want to experience this anymore.
So?
Let me change. You know, let me set my standard now. Like, if someone wants me, you have to do this and this and this. Without that, you can't leave it. So, a lot of musicians out there, instrumentalists, have faced big challenges with such kind of people. God will bless you, you know. God will bless you. Not knowing that, you know, young man or young woman has a lot of needs.
Yeah.
And music is their business.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't understand that music is business.
Yeah.
But so others, music is also service, right?
Yeah.
Like there are people who play in churches, you know. Churches, they serve. But again, if someone is serving, you know, should not sleep hungry. That person should not, you know, lack rent. Such kind of things. They are so paramount.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. Tumesikia, mmesikia, mimi nimesikia.
Yes.
So, tell us, what would be the most incredible musical moment you've had so far? Like maybe a memorable experience, you know, in this journey. Kitu tu yenye ilifanyika ukasikia wow. Maybe you went to a gig, you nailed it. Like just something interesting that has happened in this time.
Well, I've had several good moments that I can't forget. You know, it's not about that you will only capture that one moment, but as long as you go and perform somewhere, and people appreciate, that's a moment that you never forget.
It's always a good time.
As long as your work is appreciated,
Yeah.
it's always a good time.
Okay, great. It's been so amazing having you at Studio Jeff.
Yes.
Thank you for shining a light into, just how, the music industry is, and, just having you tell us how that journey has been for you. So where would someone find you? Like, if they want to call you for a gig, like, I want you to play in on my wedding because that trumpet sounded so good. Where would I find you?
Well, social media. So they have on social media platforms. Facebook, Emeri Jafar, that's my page. Instagram, Emeri Jafar. Twitter, Jafar Emeri. Yes, I think also my contacts.
Email?
My email, emerijafar@gmail. Yes.
You're open for business.
I'm open for business.
It's been so amazing having you. Let us know what you think. Maybe if you're a musician or you're walking that path, let us know what maybe you're going through, or maybe your highlights or some tips you would give upcoming musicians. And we'll see you in the next one. Have a good time. Take care and God bless. Bye.
You are watching GPTV, the most informative channel. This is Art and Crafts.